Hi, y'all. I was eating a banana loaf. No, blueberry loaf. And forgot I was eating it when I pushed the go live button. So here we are with me slightly embarrassed about eating on screen and yet having half a piece of lemon blueberry. Hey, Dave, how you doing? You are getting such an excellent example of Portland spring today. Paolo, hola, ¿cómo está? Or is it como va? I'm never sure how to say it right, Paolo. So, how was everybody's day? I had not a bad day. Um I taught this morning. You went all the way over to Thurman? I don't know where Thurman is. I'm so glad you're well, Paolo. You're so kind to me. You're so kind to me. Thurman. Did you saw Mike down there this afternoon? I was thinking about going to Northwest Portland. Oh, cool. Northwest Portland is lovely. It depends on how far northwest you got. Close in or far out? Wallace Park. I think that's close in. No, Orion, that is mine and you may not have it. I'm going to have to eat the rest of this blueberry lemon loaf in front of you guys. I'm sure of it. Procrastinating, Fuzzy. That's not a very wise thing to do. Yeah, that's because he's going to eat it. He's going to eat it. So that's close in Northwest, but it's a really nice area. It's a really nice area. Okay, guys, I will take little bites as much as I can. Tomorrow is a busy day for you and you need the rest. Are you done for the day now? Here's Orion, y'all. Orion is after my lemon loaf. You like to live life on the edge, Fuzzy? Sorry I'm eating in front of you guys. I'm so embarrassed. But unless Orion's going to leave it. I am really glad we met yesterday too, Dave. It was lovely. Enjoy your dinner. I hope you're going to an excellent, excellent place. Don't worry about eating on camera. Okay, I won't. I'll just worry about talking with my mouth full on camera. That I will worry about. You're eating in front of me right now, so it's even Steven. What are you eating, Fuzzy? Orion is losing his mind, y'all. What I'm most curious about was the news about Nancy. What I understood is that if she gets no more charges, then it'll disappear. That's what I understood. But I'm not sure that's correct. I haven't been able to keep up with the streams either. The reason I didn't get downtown, dismissed without prejudice. Okay. So that means if she does it again, they can bring the charges back up. If she boob attacks somebody again, stupid charges, but at least it's something she doesn't have to significantly worry about. He didn't show up. He's the one who pressed the charges and he didn't show up. Well, that's a problem now, isn't it? That's a big problem. Let me put you guys here for a second. Does he have to show up even though it's a criminal trial? So I assume it's the state bringing the charges, or was it a private person arrest? Damn it all. Lawyer for him, Doe. Oh, there's a question. Lawyer for him did, although there's a question as to if that lawyer has an active license to practice because he's a member of DreamWorks. Y'all, I am so upset. I was out here this weekend. Got it. I was out here this weekend and I had this amazing infused joint that my son bought for me. And I left it out here to enjoy later. And it rained. And the rain got into my ashtray. And I am just in pieces about this. I had a fun time last night, Fuzzy. I had a fun time. I also enjoyed making Ellie nervous. And you. Did it blow your mind that I was there? Orion, no. Leave it. I had a great time in Bernie Branch's hot tub last night. So, because all my weed got wet, I need to roll a new one. You miss your Sherry and your Pixel Kitty? I bet you do, Dave. It's hard to be away from home. When do you get to go back? I hope it's soon. It does explain the behavior a little bit. I wasn't upset at you guys. I hope you know that. Soon. Good. Soon sounds like a very good plan, Dave. Soon sounds like an excellent plan. Are you going to make it back here anytime in the future soon? We sure did enjoy having you. We'll take all of the action that we can get around here because Portland is just, I mean, The org is trying to make things happen. They're calling the cops on us. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. I would love to meet her. She sounds like a gem. She must be. No, you didn't miss anything last night. I'm just talking in general. That it's boring in Portland. There's never anything going on to get much play. You know, conflict and adversity drives clicks. Happy Chillax Monday, Robert. So I'm just saying, it is fun to have things. Hi, Mary. It's so good to see you. It is fun to have things that different new things show up in Portland for us to do while we're protesting. Because it's not very exciting in Portland. Kind of boring. And like I said, they've tried to make it exciting on more than a few occasions. Hey, Xenu Free. Public Scientologist is statues outside the org. That sounds funny. How do you think it would happen? The cool kid is very upset because the cool kid left her very expensive infused pre-roll out in the garden this weekend. And just spilled again. Things are conspiring against me. That was me trying to spill the joint I'm rolling. And succeeding mostly. Definitely party flunk. It's a mess. And it's a waste. It's a mess and it's a waste. It went everywhere. I am doing a terrible job at, and that was all my flour. Damn it. You're only $4.90. I was very not 420 for the majority of my adult life. It has only been in the last 5 years that I have partaken in 420. Before that, Mary, that's excellent. That's excellent. Guys, Mary's less than 4 people away from 600. That's really exciting, Dave. I'm so happy for that. Minnesota finally made it legal. Orion. I'm hopeful that a president, whatever president we have, I am hopeful now we're not going to dunk on Kentucky here, y'all. Guys, I am so bummed about this infused pre-roll. Feel bad with me. Feel bad. The dog is barking at the fire engines. I hope it's not a problem. We are out in the garden today, if you hadn't gathered already. And there is another fire. Fuzzy, you're the best. Legal in Missouri, and you can grow 6 plants. I like the flavored papers, you guys. You can laugh at me all you want. Did I freeze for a minute? I don't know. I don't think I froze for a moment. How about you guys? Did you see me freeze for a moment? Orion! What's this? Wolf! How you doing? Orion, what's this? Hey! Come here. I got a treat for you. Look. Yeah, come here. Come here. Oh, you're going to run away. Okay. You're going to eat it and run away, not show anybody your beauty. They all want to see you. Sunrise, how has your day been? Hold on a second, guys. Orion! Orion, bring it here. Bring it here. Come on. Bring it here. There you go. Okay. My watch hours goal is, let me check it. I just looked. Let's not lose the joint again, y'all. My watch hours goal is so close, you guys. Ah. Less than 200 hours. Less than 200 hours, y'all. I am very, very close. Very, 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 very close, which is very exciting. I am very upset that it rained and I didn't notice. I mean, I noticed that it was raining, but I wasn't connecting that I'd left things out in the damn rain. Hi, Susan. I'm sorry to swear at you. I'm having a mild tantrum. It'll pass. It'll pass once I light the joint. Two away, Mary. That's excellent. Just keep streaming. Keep doing the work. Keep doing the stuff. Susan, did you have fun last night? I think all the kids are worried that us prim and proper ladies. Hi, Cordy. How are you? Hey, Big Chief. Y'all rolling in just about the right time. I'm trying to get over the fact that I left this beautiful infused pre-roll that my son bought me. I smoked part of it and I left it in the ashtray this weekend. And then it poured yesterday. It poured yesterday. Dusty, how are you doing? You did a live, Sunrise Dawn? That's right, you did a live. I missed it. I have been head down in my books all day and I completely forgot, Sunrise Dawn. I'm glad you're happy with how it went. Y'all, if you hadn't had a chance, puff, puff, pass. Indeed, Big Chief. I am so upset about this infused pre-roll, guys. It got drenched. I don't know that there's anything to be done for it. See if I can calm down. Calm down. Bless just got to 600. Yay, Mary. Check your numbers, girl. Check your numbers. The ashtray's all the way over there, y'all. Ooh. Remember, Wolf Machine, when I said it was pouring? I totally forgot I had this pre-roll out here. The dehydrator might, Dave. I've got a dehydrator, but I'd have to pull it out of storage. Big Chief, you mean just unroll it, dry it out, and re-roll it? Indeed, it's party time, Mary. I started on the transcriptions for my paper. They are going to be a pain in the hiney. They're going to be a pain in the hiney. I am not looking forward to that. I'm going to have to do that more this evening. Where you been, Cordy? I hope things are okay. Dry the 420 between some heavy cheesecloth and pressed with heavy books. That might be the best idea. That, or I'll unroll it and spread it out just on a tray to dry and then re-roll it into another pre-roll. You made it to Dallas? That's good, Susan. Is that the last leg of your trip for a while until you go back home? We do have nice mods here, Cordy. I am partial to them by quite a bit. Probably not the most attractive look, y'all, but let's not catch everything on fire, okay? We don't need a torch. Just surrounding areas of Dallas? Okay, that's good, Susan. That's good. So the big part of your trip is done. You're watching My Eyes, Xenu Free? When you're watching My Eyes, Xenu over? The Dallas org is on your bucket list to audit? Y'all are so funny. Y'all are so funny. There is a linguistics paper in here somewhere. Somewhere there is a linguistics paper. You've been playing ball with a bear who's a German Shepherd? Orion! Enough. Yeah, it's just enough. Yeah. Yeah, there is definitely a linguistics paper in here. You guys are still greeting each other. That's so cool. Don't that may actually um that may actually make us into this paper. It depends on how many greetings I need and if my teacher thinks it's okay if I take the greetings from different protests. I was trying to keep this paper contained just to Pearl Fest. Susan, you have to at least tape it if you go. You don't have to, I mean, like, or take us along or something. Something. We want to know about it. Dave, I'd like to put that in because I think it gives an Orion. There's nothing to bark at, buddy. He begs to disagree. Goes around scaring women. I figured out FPH was fuzzy pink handcuffs. Susan is awesome. Susan is eternally here. I notice when she's gone because she's here so often. And she just does an amazing job with, hey, Orion, what's this? Come here. Can you guys hear his treats? Yes, Susan is amazing. Come here. Come on. We are all awesome. So, Dusty, come here. There he is. You actually gave out some wrenches today? Okay, now don't slobber all over me. That's enough. Yeah. Mary, that is a very funny idea. I should take him. You now have 4 mods. That's great, Sunrise Dawn. Who are these amazing moderators that are moderating your channel? Right? You know he'd have a ton to say. And I just found out that these little OXO things that I got, that I spent all kinds of money on to be treat containers, are not waterproof. Your mods need to form a union and demand vacation time and health benefits. You're being Oprah with the wrenches today. Well, I think actually in the future, somehow I think moderating is going to need to be paid and professionalized in some manner, shape, or form. Or at least some studies done to look at why moderators do the work. Mischief managed, excellent choice. Tammy, Sandy Wandy, and Kristen Melinda. I don't know Tammy or Sandy Wandy. I wish YouTube made it easier to tip the mods too, but I also wish YouTube had threaded comments and upvoting in the comments, so that if somebody made a comment that people really agreed with, people could upvote the comment so that it would get more visibility in the feed. I really wish that would be a thing on YouTube. I think that would be an excellent thing. Because the chat is wise. And there's so many times that I've wanted to hit like on a comment in the live. And I know you can hit the like on the super chats, but what good does that do? It's already a super chat. Let us hit the like on the regular comments so they rise to the top, and the creator can see them, right? Y'all are sweet. You're gonna have 5 when you get there. Lovely. Lovely. Now he knows the treat idea. You like that idea, Wolf Machine? Come here. Lay down. Lay down. Yes, good boy. That's much better. You need to settle down. Your mod is the best. Everybody has the best mods. This community has excellent mods. I would love it. Do the moderators have their own? Lay down. Lay down. Down. Wait. Good boy. Wait. Do moderators, do y'all, is there like a Facebook chat or a Signal group for all the moderators? Because that would be an excellent thing to have. We all have the same mods. Exactly, Soda. Now you changed. See, Dusty isn't right in front of me anymore, Dusty. Downvotes could make bad comments for my identify and take. You'd have to be careful that people. You'd have to be careful who you allowed up and down votes to, because people would game that system. And so there'd have to be a way to moderate that. I'm not sure how you would moderate that, now that I think. Some of the creators have mod chat groups. Yeah, but I'm thinking, you know, if I suppose you don't really need a mod to do this. You can just use people in the chat to do this. I was thinking about last week when Nora was downtown, and she thought she was live, but she wasn't for so long. And Mike was there, and Mike was live, but I don't think anybody realized he was live because nobody went into his chat. I don't remember how it all happened, but there was no way for the moderators to contact Nora because there wasn't more than one protester down there. The up down vote count should only be, oh, you make it blind, Wolf. Okay. So nobody knows the number of upvotes or downvotes except the people in the backstage. That's brilliant, Wolf. That's really brilliant. That's the way to make it blind. And then that would allow moderators to pass those comments on. I think that would be such a valuable addition to YouTube. Nora's mods couldn't contact Nora. The problem was Nora's mods couldn't contact Nora. And because she was busy talking to somebody. So everybody was trying to tell her, but she was busy talking to somebody. And so there was, if I had been down there, somebody could have come over to my chat. And just like we've done with Rika or Lisa, when they have mute on by accident, you know, you come tell me to go tell Mike that his mic is muted. That's what was going on. Yeah, it was a weird situation. But it made me really aware of how important it is to have communication, and in that particular situation, the in-person communication would have been what was necessary. Yeah, they do that with the LA streamers all the time. It is good to have backups, Dave. It is good to have backups. I have thought about that. I expect as I get a little bit bigger, I think it'll become more important. But I've got Susan and Sunrise Dawn and Retired Red and Fluffer Squirrel. A girl couldn't ask for better mods. So we will see if it starts to become necessary. If my if my streams were consistently in the double digits, even in the low double digits, but if they were consistently yeah, that's what I mean, Sunrise Dawn. And I don't remember, maybe Mike had to leave or something, so it wasn't even feasible to try and contact him. But I felt bad because I just, you made Fluffer a mod yesterday. Fluffer is an excellent mod. Oh, I love you. Now I just went blank. Was that me or y'all? Are y'all back? Tell me you can see me. Y'all there? Are y'all there? Okay. Okay. She's providing chapter markings for your videos when she can watch them and she's not a mod for you. That is sweet. That is sweet. She is, they are really the kindest. The kindest. I remember that, Sunrise Dawn. I remember that. And I also remember people doing that for Reese, with Tommy and Reese, when they had, you had a creep in your chat yesterday. Fluffer goes by they as far as they've told me, y'all. So, yeah, did it for Reese before too, yeah. Oh, that was New Year's Day. That was New Year's Eve. That's unpleasant, Dusty. A local creep. Fun. Dave, this is me on brain fog. I've already forgotten what the good idea was, but you're very welcome. You're very welcome. So I went to class today. I had a good class. I came home excited to talk to you guys. I've got therapy this week. I'm thinking about what I'm going to say to my therapist. I am toking on Golden Goat. It's one of my favorites. Oh, that guy. I remember seeing that guy. I saw that. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I love Golden Ticket, Golden Goat, Golden Pineapple. It is definitely one of my favorite. Yes. That's what I connected, Dawn. That's what I connected. That I remember seeing that. He's got that slur with an SP before it. I'm not sure if people know to do better, Mary. I think sometimes that people just don't even know to do better. Oh, did it? That's terrible. Yes, Dave. Susan, it must have been bad. Where'd this guy come from? I have not gotten to see it yet. I looked it up. I remember seeing it, and it's a lovely movie about Minnesota. Oh no, Dawn. Oh no, Dawn. He's in Clearwater and never in. Hey, Jan, how you doing? It is good to see you. We are talking about the day, various things. Okay, I think that's the end of that. So I'm going to pull you guys over here like this for a minute and get myself something to drink. Excuse me. I seem to remember that too, Susan. I can't swear to it though. Guys, my Apple Magic keyboard has pot embedded into it now. Because when I up there, that's better. When I upended that, guys, if any of you remember that adorable little honey pot Winnie the Pooh item, Winnie the Pooh lip gloss that you guys thought was so amazing and cool, if any of you remember that, speak now, or if you don't remember, tell me to shut it. And I will stop looking it up. Hi, Evie. How are you? Sorry about the barking, y'all. Hey, can you give it a rest? Yeah, just give it a rest. So, it was these little honey pot lip scrub and lip mask in the shape of a honey pot. Anyhow, I showed them to you guys a couple of weeks ago, and y'all were like, those are amazing. I want those. And at the time, they were out of stock. But I just got an email. Out of here. I just got an email that they've been restocked. You should boot the guy the next time he pops up. No, Sunrise Dawn, no problem. No problem at all. I don't think it's drama at all. I think this is good discussion about new people to the community who are becoming noticed. And I think if it was somebody who was doing good things, I mean, we talk about Fluffer Squirrel and how amazing they are and how much they bring to the community. We're just talking about somebody in the community. We're assessing a value on what they think they're contributing to the community. That is the right and proper thing for a community to do, because the community has values. And so we measure people whether we see them looking up to those values or not. And generally, I find we tend to be pretty compassionate as a community doing that. And there are some things, sorry about that, that's the ducks. There's some things that just won't be allowed, and one of them is that slur. Hey, Mandy, how you doing? So no, I don't think it's drama at all. I think it's the community looking out for each other. And we're not speaking bad of somebody. We're saying, look, this is what this somebody did. This is why it's creeping me out. And we're getting up, and we're looking for other explanations. We're doing it kindly, but he's kind of walking in and slapping our faces and knowing that he's doing that. I can't imagine anyone in the community adopting that moniker for non-nefarious reasons. They're the only ones I can think of. I can only think of nefarious reasons why someone would adopt that moniker. And none of them do I like. He has been fair gamed by Scientology. Okay. But he's been trouble in other chats. I'll move him out of yours. I mean, it's a slur. It's a slur. I think there is a vernacular word for a female piece of anatomy that is considered verboten here in the States that is not uncommon in England. But I think most English people know that it's considered a much worse word in America, and so adjust their speech as a result. And I think that's just what we need to do, is when we're told something is a slur, we need to go, okay, I won't use that word, and come up with a different word. It's not that hard to do. It's not that hard to do. Mandy, the word is a slur for it's the W word, Mandy. It's the Scientology W word. Is a slur. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? The W word is a slur in Britain. Right, exactly, no one. And so this guy, Mandy, so there's this guy who's been in the chats lately, whose handle is SP-WOG. And it's a very upsetting slur. It upset Fluffer Squirrel the other day. Does anybody know what it means in Britain? He's been around for years, Dusty. In Clearwater, huh? Janet, it's comparative apparently to the N-word. Hey, Wendy Room Raiders, how are y'all? Yeah, Mandy. So all of this happened in Dusty's chat. So we were just, different meaning in different parts of the world. Okay, Mandy. So it really upset Fluffer. Welcome, everybody. Yes, which is still a terrible slur. Orion. Come here. Come here. I can't get a good angle, y'all. You can get a good earful of him, though. He's so proud of himself. He got him a treat. Yeah, there you are. There you are. There he is. Right there. See if I can keep the camera on him. Come on, Bubba. No, can't do it, you guys. He has pissed off the whole Clearwater crew from Aaron on down. Really, Soda? Really, Dusty? Tell me more. Janet, apparently they're an actual real person who has pissed off the whole Clearwater crew from Aaron on down, as Dusty puts it. You're Wendy from Chicago was in Cincinnati. Dave from Cincinnati was in Portland. Now we're in Portland. It's a small world, isn't it? It's a small world. So, Mandy, does that make more sense now? I hope it makes more sense. Hi, Evil Blue Eye. How are you? It's really good to see you. For y'all that are watching, I am less than 200 hours away from my first monetization goal of 3,000 watch hours. I'm only 200 watch hours away, less than 200. So please, if you can do anything to help me over this hump, I do have a playlist. It is on my channel. Just head over to the channel and click on the playlist and let it play during the day while you're at work on repeat, or let it play on a screen for me, please. Any help I can get would be just lovely. I would very much appreciate it. Hubbard loves to adopt British slang. It is good to see you. It's good to see you too, Blue Eye. Where have you been? I hope everything's been okay for everybody. I'm taken aback. We were on a subject and now we're at you know how you get these pauses in conversation, these regular silences in conversation. I'm just comfortable with them, and I have to come up with a new thing to talk about, like Orion. Mike went down to give the like and subscribe buttons a touch assist. Thank you, Jim. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. You did, Sunrise. You're so sweet. Thank you. I know we'll get over the hump. I should have gone downtown today to protest. I know I told everybody I would be down there today. You've been thinking and organizing. Well, that sounds like good hard work, Evil Blue Eye. I hope it's been successful for you. I should have gone down to the org today because I told you guys I was going to go, but I was so tired this morning after I taught my class. I just couldn't keep my eyes open, and then it was still cold out, and so I decided to do schoolwork instead. I don't know if all of us heard the news about Nancy today. Tell us, Sunrise Dawn. I've been thinking about organizing too, no one. I've been thinking about organizing too. It's actually one of the subjects I eventually want to talk to you about. We moved into this house 2 years ago and we are still living out of boxes. Partially because we put a 3,000 square foot house into a 2,000 square foot house. And so we are stuffed in here up to our gills and there's no room for things. So I need to start unmaking what's become a hoarder house. It's not really a hoarder house, y'all, but boy, oh boy, sometimes I feel like it is. Fuzzies everywhere. I think she tries. I think she tries. Only the very best places for you, Fuzzy? Well, that's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. We appreciate that kind of compliment here at the Corner Joint. Chadwick didn't show up to court because of a family emergency and the charges were dropped. They have 160 days to refile, but for now the charges are dropped. So do you think they'll refile? What do people think? Can they refile? Are they going to be this asshole about it? Although, I suppose if they didn't show up, then the chances of them refiling are slimmer, right? Because what they did is they chickened out on showing up to court and facing a judge with this wackadoo claim. Hey, Ryan. This dog, y'all. This dog, y'all. He has got me so trained. Okay, wait. Lawyer wanted another court date in 30 days, but the judge said no. More treats. Well, what he wants is he wants to come up here and grab it. But I'm trying to grab him and he doesn't want to be grabbed. No. Wait. Let me give you scritches. That's a good boy. Thank you. Okay, come here. There we are. Yes. No, not that. No. Oh my goodness. See, now they've fallen over. They can't even see you. Now they can see you. Yeah, now they can see you. Oh, yes. Okay, that's enough. Okay. That's a good picture. Okay, now you can go. Thank you. Oh, you want another treat? He also tried doing that after the judge had said it was closed. The Scientist lawyer. Oh, okay. The Scientology lawyer may get in some trouble because he tried to convince the court processor to set another date within 30 days after Nancy and her lawyer left. He also tried doing that after the judge had said it was closed, which he's not supposed to do. Okay. Okay, excellent, Dawn. Thank you. So the lawyer is doing things that he's essentially going over the judge's head. That should be really uncool, I would think. Really uncool. Oh my goodness, y'all. Hold on a moment. Okay, y'all. We gotta do some navigating of some things for a minute here because we got water all over the magic keyboard by accident. We got water all over the magic keyboard by accident. So I gotta dry that off. But if I try to dry it off while you're attached to the magic keyboard, bad things will happen. So I have to disconnect you from said magic keyboard. Shame on the Chicago PD. Dusty, you're a flirt. Thank you. Hi, Paraditology. How are you? How are things going? What's new? We were just talking about the news about Nancy Drew and the chicken shit I don't know what he's called, the Scientology guy, the accuser. I don't know what the right legal word is for it. He has got nothing to bark at. Not a thing in the world. Not a thing in the world to bark at. So they didn't show up. So Nancy's case was dismissed without prejudice, which means they can refile the case within a certain number of days, but they have to actually do that. So we were, and the fact that the lawyer tried to make another hearing for 30 days and the judge didn't allow it. The Scientology lawyer tried to make the hearing for the next 30 days and the judge wasn't having it, but then went behind the judge's back and tried to tell the court clerk to make the hearing in 30 days against the judge's order. So this is all very, very interesting news. I look forward to seeing what comes of this particular story. Yeah, there's a lot of wow there, isn't there, Paraditology? There is a lot of wow there. Susan, the name of the flower is spirea. The name of the flower is It should be contempt of court, Amy. I tend to agree. I tend to agree. It's pretty, that seems to be pretty intense. I don't know that I would have the chutzpah to go up against a judge like that. I can't. I hope the judge throws the book at him. I really hope the judge does. It should be something, that's for damn sure. They have the chutzpah? I guess so. I mean, Jiminy Christmas. Jiminy Christmas. There are a lot of winning boobs in Chicago. The lawyer was saying that the scientists are scared because the protesters are out there, blah de blah. Okay, I don't know what them being scared has. I don't know what them being scared has to do with anything. At issue isn't whether they were scared or not. At issue is that whether Nancy assaulted them or not. I agree, Paraditology. They've been getting away with everything for a long time. It's time that changes. Ooh, that would be an excellent protest, Amy. That would be an excellent protest action. I would be right there with you, girl. I love that idea. I love that idea. Somebody earlier suggested I take Orion to the, maybe it was Mary, suggested I take Orion with me to the org because he has so much to say. Well, my eldest is 30 now, so he wouldn't be really keen on it either. But it's a great idea. Jasper is barking back at Orion. I am sorry, Dawn. Hey, Orion! Come on. I might have busted my magic keyboard. You were going to say that, Robert? Orion! Come here. What's this? Come here. Okay, Dawn. Dogtology? Yeah, I probably could take him. Although his bark would echo and it'd make, there's so many dogs that pass by. I don't know if it'd be a good idea, guys. I mean, he's actually really friendly and he doesn't bark. Hey. Orion. What's this? Hey. 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 What's this? Now he's got to find, he's barking at Osa. I did the same thing, Amy. I did the exact same thing. I whipped it out whenever I needed to. If anybody didn't want to deal with it, they could leave. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I can't think of many places where I wouldn't feel that I could at least cover myself with a shawl if I needed to. And that was more for my concerns generally than other people's. Your dog only barks if someone drives up she does not know. I wish that I had that problem, paradentology. Jasper barks if a blade of grass moves. Orion is not quite, but he is making a liar out of me. The scientists are scared. It would be. I really wonder what is going on in their little heads. Is David Miscavige what's the word I want? So grandiose. Yeah, I think that probably makes a difference, paradentology. That's kind of like Orion, sunrise, dawn. Although there have been times when people have tried to come in, you know, new people, strange people, until they greet me, until they walk to me and greet me, he loses his mind. Hey, Orion! Okay, hold on, y'all. Yep, we're fine, sunrise, dawn. We are just fine. I'm gonna set you guys on. Yeah, you don't want to look at my shoes, do you? On the back camera for just a minute, and I will be right back. Hey, Orion! Come on. Hey! Okay, guys. Thank you, Debbie. I hope my socks didn't make it too awful. There was a cat caught in the raised bed, between the raised bed and the fence. So that's what Orion was barking at. That noise got on my nerves in an all-fired hurry. That was not what I expected at all, y'all. I apologize. So, where were we? We were talking about the Scientology lawyer hopefully getting sanctioned for trying to go behind the judge's back to the clerk. I would think that would have to be something that one would get sanctioned for. I would hope. I would hope. So, what other news today, y'all? We've talked about the news from Nancy Drew. I am quickly going to call, I think we're going to call a First Minnesota goodbye. If y'all are new here, welcome in. This is the Corner Joint. And here we do several things. I go down to protest at the Portland Org once or twice a week. Most recently once a week, but I hope for twice a week. Right now we're getting into finals, and so it's going to be once a week for the next 2 or 3 weeks, you guys. Oh, Kristen, hi. How are you? It's good to see you. Give that little one an extra kiss for me, Kristen. And I hope that everything goes well for bedtime. I hope that everything goes well for bedtime. Sweet dreams to the little one. So we do several things here. I go down to Portland once or twice a week. It'll be probably once a week for the next couple of weeks. And then we also have study streams. I am working on my master's in applied linguistics, and so I invite you all to come join me while I study. Usually I read my chapter out loud or the paper that we're working on. So we do that a couple of times a week, and then we have a couple of times a week, we have a chit chat session. Just chill, a little bit of gossip, a little bit of chill, a little bit of what's going on, a little bit of the news of the day. We do a little bit of everything. It's a chill, laid back vibe where everybody is welcome unless you think that you are better than anyone else. So, welcome, welcome. Apparently, I lost some of you during that chat. That's pretty funny. I will get it down better soon. Robert, why so cold, man? Why are you so cold? Did you hear the news, Robert? I'm less than 200 hours away from my... Oh, guys, do you believe I am this slow sometimes? I am dense as a box of rocks. Of course, chilled. Duh. We are chill here when we're not being dense as a box of rocks. Oh my goodness gracious. And then every once in so often, when the spirit moves me, I didn't see I'd post the other rain video, Robert. I will go look tonight Thank you so much for posting that. I love the rain videos. The sound of thunderstorms is something I really, really miss. Thunderstorms would be really scary here. I was talking about weather with my speaking class this morning. They wanted a lesson on how to talk about the weather, and one of the questions is, what is the worst weather? Well, what is the worst weather in your area? And I told them, I said, the worst weather in our area is either snow or rain and windstorms, because there are trees 80 feet high in my backyard, not 80 feet from my house, less than 80 feet from my house, and they're more than 80 feet tall. And what happens when it's rainy and windy is the trees start falling over. Or when it's snowy, the snow gets so heavy accumulating on the trees that it pulls the trees over. You have a lot of trees like that, Robert? Yeah, we've got maybe a 1/4 acre lot, and we've got at least half a dozen tornadoes. Yes, Susan. Well, I grew up in Minnesota, so I understand from tornadoes. That is for sure. That is for sure. How did I get on the subject of the worst weather, y'all? My daughter is trying to tell me that they're on their way home. Oh, so I was teaching my class and we were talking about the weather. That's right. But why was I talking about my class? Oh, Amy, that sounds awful. Torrential rain with power outages to cause your sump pump to not work and cause your which to flood? Torrential rain with power outages sounds bad. It was interesting. I learned a lot of things. I learned that Sana'a in Yemen has a pretty wonderful temperate climate most of the year. Cause your basement to flood. Okay, Amy. Flooding is a scary one. Flooding is a scary one. Children texting, wanting details about what to do because they're going to be late. Susan, you have to see these beautiful camellias that I have. Let me see if I can pull one. Aren't those beautiful, guys? ice cream man. It's the ice cream man. The roadies are all in bloom. Yeah, they're really pretty. They're really pretty. They're a climbing flower. Rhododendrons are all in bloom. We found out the name Spirea. That was the name of the flower that I couldn't remember the name of, that Susan and I were trying to work out. Your house is on top of a hill. Well, that's the way to plan it, Robert, if you don't want to get flooded, is to be up. Oh, yes, it's a clematis. What did I call it, Susan? It is a clematis. You're right, it's a clematis. It is a clematis. I called it something else. What's the hottest weather that you guys have ever been in? Camellia. I wondered about that as it was coming out of my mouth. Camellia did not sound right because those have already bloomed and they're already spent. And they're not a vine, they're a bush. I know that. That is a clematis. Thank you for the correction. That is one of the reasons you moved here after Hurricane Sandy. There you go, Robert. Exactly that. 120 Fahrenheit in New York City. Oh my goodness gracious. That must have been awful. That must have been awful, Robert. The worst I've had is 122, but that was in Phoenix, so it wasn't near as humid as I expect it was in New York City. You've lost power during the summer due to a storm, no air conditioning? Really, Amy? That's awful. Las Vegas, 116. Okay. You're in New Jersey, Amy? Do you have a generator, Robert? We have a generator. We bought a generator because we thought the power might go out more often here. And the power's not once gone out. If we hadn't bought the generator, the power would have gone out. Texas at 103 is hotter. I think ours is propane as well, Amy, if I recall correctly. It's a propane generator. Coldest this past winter was 43 below. 45 Fahrenheit. That is cold, Janet. That is really cold. The 120 was not as bad when you have been in Texas, and it was 106 all day and all night every day. Ah. I hate losing food with power outages too. That's one of the reasons we have a generator. We those windstorms I was talking about, the ones that take down the trees, not the wind. We had a windstorm and was it a windstorm and a snowstorm, or was it just a snowstorm? Terrible snowstorm that brought down all the trees where we lived. It was ice and snow everywhere. It completely stopped Seattle in its tracks for a whole week, like 15 years ago. $16 years ago now, at least. And um I'm losing track. Let me get back on track. The temperature, the it was cold out because it was snowy, but the power was out for over a week. The front sucks because the first thing you have to do is finish the ice cream and hope you don't have much left, right, Robert? Dusty, you're hilarious. 60 degrees, huh? Okay, we'll play this game some more. What's everybody's favorite movie? Y'all go first. And I want to know why it's your favorite movie. Okay, I'll go first. Orion Hush. The Red Violin. No matter how much you have to finish the ice cream. There you go, Robert. Janet, I don't know that movie. Tell me more. Sounds interesting. I am intrigued. So, my favorite movie is The Princess Bride. And I love The Princess Bride, partially because it's got a little of everything. It's a little romantic. There's a little adventure. It's pretty funny. Oh, Harry Style? No, who? Harry Connick Jr.? Mamma Mia. Really? That's amazing, Dustin. Harry Connick Jr. Okay. It is kind of strange, Robert. It is kind of strange. But and and it's sort of dated now. There are a lot of things that played in 1986 that wouldn't play now. Are you a baby? How much of a baby, Dusty? I love Stockard Channing. Amy, you are a girl after my own heart. I love Stockard Channing. I love Grease, but the best thing about Grease is Stockard Channing. The best thing about that movie. Hand to heart, the best thing is Stockard Channing. Oh, the Red Violin? Okay. Not the Princess Bride? Thank you for clarifying, Robert. Well, I want to hear what the Red Violin is about now. Janet, are you going to tell us? Would be lovely to hear. You can't even watch any. Well, the AT&T commercials are supposed to make you cry, aren't they? They're all about connection. Directed by Francis Sherard and starring Samuel L. Jackson, spans 4 centuries, follows the curse of a violin on its owners. Wow, Janet. Snoopy, come home. Oh. Chica, how are you? We were just talking about all kinds of stuff. The current subject is everybody's favorite movie. Because I'm curious what everybody's favorite movie is. So now I need to go watch Red Violin. A little creepy and a little kinky. Okay. But it's Samuel L. Jackson, and I like supernatural dramas. I'll have to ask my son about it, Janet. He is a film major and loves movies, so I'll have to ask him about that. I will actually do that right now. Putting you guys on hold while I type a text. But I have been I have very supernatural. Oh, good. Beaches, absolutely for a good cry. Beaches is so hard. Weekend at Bernie's. Okay, Chica. I like supernatural thrillers. The last fun thing that my husband and I watched together was The Dead Boy Detectives. And it's a miniseries. Um, it's a mini series that I think is on Netflix. Amy, see you later. Take care. You're having a bad thunderstorm? That's too bad, Chica. Are the thunderstorms, are they something you need to worry about, or are they just, it's a bad thunderstorm? Because when I grew up in Minnesota, we'd get bad thunderstorms, but they usually weren't anything you had to worry about unless it was like tornado weather. Second Minnesota goodbye, y'all. I am determined not to go to 2.5 hours today, no matter how much y'all twist my arm. Okay, so give me some recommendations for your favorite novel. Okay, good. Favorite song? Oh, Susan. I went Atlas Shrugged. Really, Chica? Okay, I'll have to read it. I've never read it. Wild Horses, The Rolling Stones. It's a good choice. Shameless, Garth Brooks. Okay. I went right to I just keep going through this playlist, and one song leads me to the another. Oh, Whiskey Lullaby. Is that Emmylou? No, that's Alison Krauss, right? I love Alison Krauss. Love Alison Krauss. She is amazing. Amazing, amazing. Whiskey Lullaby. Yeah. So my line went Brad Paisley and Alison Krauss. Brad Paisley and Alison Krauss. It's a good song. You're terrible with names. It's okay. You can stand in the sidelines with me. I'm not so good with them either. Yeah, Janet, I was like I went right to Marvin Gaye and what's going on and let's get it on, but then I was at Sam Cooke and you send me, and then I go to Dolly, and I will always I don't know. I don't know. I'd have a hard time coming up with my 100 favorite songs on a playlist too. It'd be really hard, and I'd be all over the place in every genre. In every genre. So Atlas Shrugged. Any other books, you guys? One of my favorites is I really love the Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis. Yes, in every genre. I'm all over the place. Johnny Reed, a Canadian country singer. Interesting, Chica. Johnny Reed. I'll have to check him out. Let me make a note. Nathaniel Hawthorne, Susan? Johnny Reed. Canadian country singer. Look at that. Oh, he's got that brogue going on. Oh my goodness, Chica. He's a Scottish Canadian, huh? Mm. Yes, about the lady that has to wear the A, the scarlet letter. Mm-hmm. Nathaniel Hawthorne. You like that one, huh? Interesting. That's an interesting choice. So I love the Screw Tape Letters because I think they're just hilarious. Hilarious. In fact, we should do a reading of the Screw Tape Letters if you guys don't know them, because they would be so funny if we put Scientology. If we'd read the Screw Tape Letters like it was, yes, I know Atlas Shrugged was Ayn Rand. I've never read it. I haven't had anybody, I guess, recommend it to me directly. Heart of Darkness. Yeah. Yeah. Sarah's Key by Tatiana de Rosnay. Can you guys hear the ice cream truck? You read it every year. Okay. Okay, Chica. I will read it. You said Sarah's Key. Yeah, the bluest eye, Janet. There you go. One of my childhood favorites was A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle. Um, it spoke to me in a way about spirituality and science that nothing else out there had done. I mean, it gave me an anchor as a child. Oh, so it'd be okay to watch the movie, Janet? That sounds really cool. The Help was a good movie? Okay. I will keep that in mind as well. The Help, and you always have to read the book first. That is good practice to get into. Oh, I love Emma Thompson. Dusty, you're so cool. You make me laugh. You thought The Help was a better novel? Okay, now you guys are going to make me watch the book and the novel, which is, of course, the way it should be. In my spare time this summer, I guess, is when I will do all of this reading and watching. I haven't read for pleasure much, or at least not novels. I haven't read many novels for pleasure over the last decade or so. I got out of the habit when I had young children, and I've never gotten back into the habit, and I really need to. My grandmother would be wagging her finger at me. Her favorite novelists were Willa Cather and Winston Sinclair. Yeah. She was a writer and a poet. She was pretty cool. Yes. Used to read while walking to school, Chica. I read Gone with the Wind when I was in 7th grade, which I would argue is not a good time for not a it, I probably shouldn't have been reading that level of material at that age. You only read nonfiction for many years, Robert? Have you started to read more fiction? Apocalypse Now is beyond my ability to watch. So maybe that's why I haven't read Heart of Darkness. The movie I most associate with Apocalypse Now is Platoon. And Platoon really messed me up. So I'm not sure I could watch Apocalypse Now. You already see all the good ones? What's the best movie y'all have seen recently? One Tuesday Morning, Karen Heitzman. One Tuesday Morning. Heitzman. Interesting, Chica. I don't remember not being able to read. I have no memory ever of not being able to read. I could read from the time I can remember. And my parents agree I was reading really early. Probably I was 4. I've always read, but I've gotten away from reading for pleasure or reading books. I read articles, I read news stories, I read papers, but I don't read novels or memoirs. And I think it would be good for me to start reading for pleasure again. Did you guys see, if you haven't been over to Kristen Melinda's page, she is, I remember Dick and Jane. I remember Dick and Jane. I remember reading those books. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Marcel the Shell with shoes on. Any recent movies anybody recommends? I haven't seen a movie in ever so long. Oh, Chica, I'll have to check that out. Marcel is available on Amazon Prime. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Okay. You've not been to the theater since Lord of the Rings, Chica. Wow. I think we went to see. Oh, we went to see, as a family, we went to see Dune recently. Isabella Rossellini plays the grandmother. I love Isabella Rossellini. She's amazing. I will watch it. I will watch it. We went to see the newest Dune movie. And it was really spectacular. It was really well done, but it was so fast. Yeah, doing the science fiction. Mm-hmm. It was so fast. It felt like watching a movie at 5 times speed. It just was so fast. I will watch it, Janet. I will watch it. I think I think that's what The Princess Bride is to me. It's about connection. Yeah. Yeah. The Princess Bride speaks to me for that connection and friendship and caring. Um so I will definitely watch it. So I don't know, does anybody else seen the most recent Dune? Do you guys like it? Fourth Minnesota goodbye, you guys. Oh, Janet. In a good way, cry, I hope. In a good way, cry, I hope. Dune is a hard movie to make into a book, in my opinion. You can't do romance? Another one that's fun is Stardust. It has Robert De Niro as an air pirate. The Princess Bride is very, very timeless and a classic and a piece of art. You love Stardust, Chica? Is that the one you loved? I love The Princess Bride, Janet. It is beyond a doubt my favorite movie. It is the one I always return to. I like a lot of things. I love Crazy Stupid Love. Chica, Good Way Cry, okay, good. The romance, if you can't do romance, Chica, what you have to watch is Crazy Stupid Love. If you So Stardust had a little bit of romance in it. Um Crazy Stupid Love was Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, Marissa Tomei, Kevin Bacon. It's excellent. Isn't Stardust the best? I love Robert De Niro in that movie. I love Robert De Niro in that movie. He's amazing in that movie. Okay, touch of romance, just not soppy. Well, then you really need to watch Crazy Stupid Love. It is the sweetest little movie. Just, it's not soppy. It's nowhere near soppy, but it is just, um, dancing and singing in the ball gown. Which one? The V, this one, Chica? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, no, you mean Bob De Niro dancing and singing in the ball gown. Exactly. Bob De Niro dancing and singing in the ball gown is brilliant. It's brilliant. Yes, I got it. I caught up. Sorry. He I love that movie. I love that movie. But it is really similar to The Princess Bride. It's got a princessy bride feeling. It's complicated. That's a movie. I'll put it on my list. What about miniseries? What miniseries are you guys watching? And then after this question, um, we'll have to call it the last goodbye. It's complicated. Sweet Magnolias. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, okay, Janet. We've got YouTube movies. We could totally do that. We could totally do that. The Gentleman. That's too bad, Chica. I'm sorry about that. Doesn't it even work with one of those fancy hide your... It's okay. You're typing on a phone. I understand. I will hold you to a higher standard when you're in Canada, though. Do not forget. Netflix is hilarious. I really enjoyed the Dead Boy Detectives. I thought the characters were a lot of fun. Um, the Gentleman. Let me write down The Gentleman. The Gentleman. That's why the cold, Janet. There's all the fire sirens again. Fire engine. Which did Aaron recommend, Chica? The whatcha-jiggy thing that makes it so you can hide where you're coming from? Guys, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate... I'm being swatted. I am in I am in Portland, Oregon, Janet. Aaron recommended The Gentleman. Okay. Okay. I really hope I'm not being swatted, Dusty. I really hope not. Well, there isn't anybody we can really room raid, you guys. It's amazing the connections people make. I'm just overwhelmed that people make such tight connections. I never understood how it happened before. And it's pretty amazing how much this community has grown from just really, Janet, it's fun when I raid Kristen Melinda's. That's a really hard time for me to go live though. It's kind of the best time. It's the best time. It's the time you guys seem to like it the best for me to go live, is that time between 6 and 8 or 7 and 9 Pacific time, West Coast time. So like between 8 and midnight, sometime in there. Dan Walks LA. We're going over to Dan Walks LA, Susan. Oh, Janet, you'll be so close. You'll be so close. Victoria's amazing, I hear. It'll be a nice change from that bracingly cold weather you've had to endure. Yes, you will like the Pacific Northwest. Victoria is exceptional. Yeah, Dan Walks LA is fine, Susan. Dan Walks LA is fine. Absolutely fine. Victoria is beautiful. Sounds a lovely place to live. Okay, you guys, let's head over to Dan Walks LA. Tell him I sent you. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow with another chillax stream. Maybe I'll try and make it a little bit later. Thank you, Dusty. I appreciate it. See you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Bye-bye.